Greetings, people of the internet! It is I, that Canadian fangirl, bringing you the last 5 weeks of the year, and with that comes the start of counting down the best of 2024. It's been a trip, because taking real life tragedy and politics out of 2024 has been a good year. Okay, it hasn't, but again, taking politics and real life tragedy out of it, and you just look at media, not bad. It's not bad. So, it's time. Let's do it. And we're starting off with the top 10 anime openings of 2024. Why anime openings? Because I want to talk about music somehow, and it's like, you know what, let's look at all the openings that we got this year, and to make this list, it has to be a really standout opening. It had to do something really good visually, it had to have a good song, it had to have done something that I said that was like, this song is worth it. This song is 100% worth being on this list. Well, stay tuned. I have a couple of honorable mentions, but I think the songs that I put on here are really freaking good. Also, I'm gonna say this is probably the easiest list I made because the next 4 weeks are all gonna be me dreading a bunch of stuff, including probably gonna be my biggest project in a while. I'm not looking forward to that. But we persevere, and it also won't be like 2 weeks ago when I counted down my top anime openings of all time. I'm not gonna play the songs anymore because that took way too much time, and I don't feel like expecting you to do an hour-long video, so I'm just gonna talk about my 10 chosen songs, and we're gonna call it. So, top 10 anime openings 2024. Starting with number 10, Bling Bling Born from Mashle Season 2 from Creepy Nuts. I really did like this opening. I think we started the year off really strong with Mashle's second opening. It looks visually impressive. Like, I love the simplicity of how this looks. It's the yellow with the simple character design instead of, going all realistic with, how it looks. The quick manic energy of this Mashle going about his day. All the quick shots of all these kids are gonna meet. We get one cool action scene with Wuxia and Detta with the animation style they use in the opening. Creepy Nuts hit it out of the park to start the year off with Bling Bling Born. The song is amazingly catchy. The reason that's number 10, I think it got overplayed. And I entirely put that on TikTok. Like, this is the type of the show that I'm gonna call 31-year-old millennial bitching about Gen Z TikTok youth. Back in my day, we didn't have no TikToks. Like, TikTok! We had the Halloween dance and it went viral without having to have a bunch of people play silly that clip on a social media app. Grumble. I'm old! I'm 31. I'm old! I'm over 31! But yeah, no. All joking aside, I don't think the song needed TikTok to. The fact that a bunch of people on TikTok took this song and clipped that quick little dance and went viral for like 3 months. This is an early TikTok. This has been early TikTok because this is January. But that put a lot of attention on this song with I think without TikTok, it probably wouldn't gotten the attention it did. Probably still would have been popular because it's a good song and it's a really good opening. But I think it got really overplayed because of TikTok. So it's at number 10. Purely out of spite, and I don't want. Purely out of spite, I don't have TikTok. I will never use TikTok. TikTok. Oh, I'm old. I'm at that phase where I can look at the generation under me and be like, Gen Z. For shame, Gen Z. I'm a millennial and I like it. Alright, okay, that's enough. Good song. It's a good song. Let's move on. The number 9 is whether it be Fairy Tale. And I realized I gotta put Oshi No Ko Season 2. What is it? Fatal by, I think it's Glenn? Like, Oshi No Ko. Okay, let's be honest. It's not Idol. If it was last year, Idol would probably be way higher. And Idol was amazing. That being said, for its second season, Oshi No Ko hit it out of the park. I think Fatal is a great follow-up for Oshi No Ko as a song. You know, it's got some really cool visuals. I love the opening with you see the fact that they made it look like a 2D HD stage play. The cuts of awkward Ruby's, secrets. The clever use of I in this opening was brilliant. The first bit with her, with them in the audience and I, doing a little idol dance. The ending theme with I is a great shot. The use of color in this opening is amazing. The quick cuts. And this song is also really good. Again, if I had to compare the two, I would give it to Idol because I think Idol is the stronger opening. But season 2, Oshi No Ko gives a really, really solid setup for what is a really solid show from summer this year. Like, my God, Oshi No Ko season 2, so good. So many good moments. Yeah, good song. It was a great, great opening. Moving on. Number 8. Nier Automata version 1.01 season 2. Black Box by Lisa. I have to put a Lisa song on here because it's Lisa and Lisa's the GOAT. The opening to season 1 last season. Oh, like last year. This song just hits hard. Again, it's Lisa. And man, when you get to the chorus drop in there, Lisa goes so hard in that chorus drop. Like, oh, it's so good. And the fact that I perfectly timed the chorus drop with 92. Nah, I don't think I give him the good name. Oh shit. Kubi. 9S! 9S! Oh, I'm a bad Neil fan. I am a bad Neil fan. I haven't finished the game yet. Every time I watch the Automata, it's like, I gotta get back to the game. I have it on Switch. I picked up the Switch release of Nier Automata. I never finished it. Because I doesn't have autosave, so I died and I have to start the game over. But it's like, I gotta get back to Nier. Everyone says Nier is amazing. I believe them. This anime is amazing. Okay, but anime and game aside, it's a song opening. I like the fact that it opens up, kind of melancholy, and you have, I like the focus on 9S in this opening, which works because the season's more about 9S. I like the stuff with A2. Or the 2A. Whatever. I think the song, them timing the drop to 9S's fight with 2A, and the raw, animation on this fight scene looks really good. I like the quick cuts to all the side characters that we're gonna see. The bit with, the black boxes. It's a really strong emotional piece. I think there's some really strong visuals in it, with Lisa going absolutely hardcore. It is a beautiful song it is a beautiful strong song with some really strong visuals to go with it. That's number 8. Number 7. Kaiju number 8 with Abyss from Youngblood. I think this fits for Kaiju number 8 because Kaiju number 8, for what everyone thought was going to be the breakout of spring, was it another show? Was it a Shonen Jump title? And I like Kaiju number 8 a lot. I think it was a lot of fun. The opening was amazing. I mean, they got Youngblood, which I like the fact that I like when anime studios bring in non-Japanese music talent to do the opening. You got Youngblood do the opening, and then you got Young Republic do the ending. I won't talk about endings, but the Kaiju No 8 ending, I think it's wholly mismatched, and I like Young Republic. Kaiju No 8 has a really heavy ending where it's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and then the ending pops up, and this is really, no one cares. And it's all poppy and, upbeat. It's like, this song does not match the heavy tone that this ended the episode on. This is so funny. This is so funny. They're like, happy, happy, happy. It's like, holy shit, the base is getting attacked. Why is the music so upbeat? This is not fit for an ending. Honestly, there were times I was watching Kaiju No 8 and I was just laughing when the credits were still rolling. It was like, so much math. I love it. And no hitting on that ending's great, but oh man. But ending aside, for the opening, holy shit, this opening sets the tone. It's like, one, I think the visual alone, Kaiju number 8 takes it, because holy, it looks good. This whole, kaleidoscopic, building of, this is what we see, and then you see what looks like this kaiju, morphing into, like, several different monsters. This CG, you see these two guys standing there, and then, this form of, what eventually Kaiju No 8 will look like at the title show. And it's like, there was so much cool intrigue and color and vibes to this intro. They give away nothing. Like, nothing in that opening looks anything like the show. It stands out purely from a visual standpoint. And I think getting Youngblood to do the song is a smart move, because like, it fits so well with these cool as hell imagery. Honestly, it's just one of those intros where you're like, yeah, I'm into that. I want to watch more Kaiju No 8. Like, again, it just looks cool visually. I don't know anything about Youngblood. I don't know who the guy is, but it's a good song. Alright, moving on. Number 6. Dungeon Meshi. This is in Dungeon. I'll probably go back and forth because you can go away both. Sleepwalking Orchestra by Bump of Chicken. Probably could have been higher, but looking at the rest of my list, it's like, no, this is... Dungeon Meshi deserves number 6. I think this looks like it. Man. Delicious in Dungeon was a good show. There are so many things about this show that was perfect. One of which is an amazing Bump of Chicken song. Sleepwalking Orchestra was a good song. this this cool the cool instrumental lead in. It's the fact that the first image you see is this landscape of the character that's gonna resting with the eyes closed, and them cool landscape shots as the orchestra kind of leads us in. The great shot of all the characters kind of surrounding two both Fallon and Lau, and they'll they'll reaching for each other, but also still composed. Though it looks like they're trying to find each other, which is a cool image for what the show is about. And there's some great drops. The fact that you don't see too much of the characters, and most of the characters are basically either back of the head or just show upper torso with their head. It's like it's kind of a cool vibe where it's like, yeah, you're kind of getting into what this world is going to be like, what we're going to explore, and of course the ending shot is that this cool little folky sounding music of them just sitting around what looks like a hot pot that's eating. It's like, that's the Lost in the Dungeon. That's dungeon meshing. It's like, yeah, here's this cool fantasy show about people cooking, and it's fun with a really good song and just vibe. This song is pure vibe. I love the and I love the song. Let's move on. Number 5. Buccuagari with Sesame by Croy, and WindBreaker, AbsoluteZero by the Tory. Now here's the thing. This was just going to be WindBreaker. Then I was holding this list, and I realized I forgot about Buccuagari, which had one of the best songs of the year, and like, do I justify? Like, I don't know, I want to talk about WindBreaker too, so it's like, you know what, they're similar enough, they'll share a spot. And when I say they're similar enough, they're both delinquent anime, so... Starting with Buccuagari, because it came out first. 1, Sesame by Croy is an amazing song. Holy shit, that song goes hard. That's like the hidden gem that's like the hidden gem song of the year. Holy shit! Because the one thing I'll say about Buccuagari is that its opening and ending goes freaking hard. The show is not good. Buccuagari probably the biggest disappointment of the year. Frick that Green Canada the tool. Buccuagari is a show that had so much freaking promise. I'll keep slamming my desk. I'll go into this more when I talk about anime, but Buccuagari had a lot of promise and they squandered it. But there's one thing I can say about Buccuagari is opening is peak. Holy shit, the opening is peak. It's like cool lead-in with the shot of the characters. You see these 4 characters, kind of silhouetted. Fun introduction to the characters and how they look. And as soon as the beat drops, and you see the character lording over our main character, these, trying, some vibe, and this beat goes nuts, and the music goes hard, the visual insane, it looks cool, the song is amazing, this is a great opening, I wish the show was better. But it's okay, because the very next season we got WindBreaker, which is not perfect. I would say this perfectly. WindBreaker is not perfect, but WindBreaker's opening is amazing. I think AbsoluteZero is a great song. There's some really cool stuff happening in WindBreaker's opening. I love particularly I love when the chorus hits and you see the animated fight. One, Cole looks animated this opening the fight is opening gorgeously. Oh my god, it looks so pretty with the characters flying in and they're throwing punches and they're moving around in a way that's like it looks like a street fight. It's like, yeah! And then, the cool shot of them putting on the jacket, the armor right. Some cool shots of the main character, the fact that we have a guy that's sitting there with a tomato plant. It's like, this is it's a cool vibe with a really cool So what we're gonna say, it's a great opening, and they both give this really cool vibe for this delinquent vibe. WindBreaker gives you more vibe that this is about delinquents than Buccuagari does, but Buccuagari has so many cool vibes. It's hard not to keep it off this list, so sitting at number 5 I think works for this. So that's where we go. Number 4. Boku Wa from Arareo for Dangers in My Heart Season 2. The second Dangers in My Heart opening. Dangers in My Heart is probably one of the best romances of this last, decade. I mean, like, when we look back at the 2020s, it's gonna be hard to find a romance as good as Dangers in My Heart. And the second season of Dangers in My Heart was so good. And I think the opening to the second season was even better than the first. I think the song goes so hard. I love the fact that we can see into what's his name? We see into his perspective of, being alone and being so insecure about, his feelings for Anna, and, the big moment is him, reaching out to Anna as the chorus drops. There's some really cool action scene with Anna jumping and running in the hall, and that little dance scene, the little dance scene in the gym that the camera swoops around the cat is doing this really cute little dance. I love that bit. There were some really quick, cool shots in the opening that I love. This song is just so pretty. Oh man, I love Dangers in My Heart. I love this opening. This opening is so nice. Oh, damn. Kyo, that's his name. That's his name. Okay, finally. I love we can't get his back for a lot of the opening, as it's basically him, looking at Anna and her connecting to him, and I think that's so cute. Man, Dangers in My Heart was Dangers in My Heart was so good. But we'll talk about the show more anyway. This is a great opening. Let's move on to number 3. Yatagarasu, Poi by Sassy Dog. Going over every single opening, I was looking. There were so many openings I put on here, and I thought, particularly because I wanted to have a good mix of like winter, spring, summer, and fall shows. And I literally sat there. It's like, all right, spring and summer, because winter I knew, fall I definitely knew. Spring and summer were like a little more tricky, but Yatagarasu kept coming. But remember Yatagarasu was in here. It's like, oh, I gotta put that on my list somewhere. Yatagarasu was probably hands down. Okay, if it wasn't for a show earlier this season with Dan da Dan, if it wasn't for Dan da Dan, Yatagarasu would be Anime of the Year for me. It was just that good. I love Yatagarasu. And I didn't think I would. Holy shit, watching that every week was a trip. That show was so good. But we're not talking about the show. We're talking about the opening. And I love the fact that it went 2 seasons of spring and summer, and they kept Poi, speaks to how good the song is. As soon as that intro hits with the do 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 do, and it zooms in on a golden Kinyu, and the music sways, and you just see these shots of every character's eyes, and the quick shots of different things that point to people, and everyone's mouth, and you see that one smile from Sebi, and you get that cool, and as the chorus drops, and you get the cool pans of every character that's sitting alone doing their own thing, and the ending shot of a guy that's standing there as what's his name? Shit! Yukiya! And Yukiya flies in and they'll steal each other. It's like peak. Love that. It looks so good. This song is amazing because it gives you so much good intrigue for a show that is 100% all about the intrigue. Oh my god, it's such a good political drama. So much good supernatural intrigue and I love it. I love my crow people. I love my raven people. I love Yatagarasu. Give us more cowards. Okay, we're talking again. Not talking about the show, but we're talking about the opening, and the opening sets the tone for what Yatagarasu is about perfectly. It's amazing. It hit number 3, and it deserves it. Next, moving on. Number 2. Tengoku Yoku, Season 2, or the second arc, Katawara Sendou Youko Foundation. I'm not sure if this is a hot take. I think the second arc of Tengoku Yoko is way better than that first season we got at the beginning of the year. But, not done with the show. I think the song is amazing. Sendou Youko Foundation gave us 2 really good songs this year, because they also gave us Reincarnated Slime season 3 opening 1, which did not make the list. But this song is so good. I love how the song built and how the big moment in the chorus. I love this kind of slow build over one character as she's kind of surrounded, and then you see the older version of her as she's looking out over like what looks like an ocean view with the fighting happening in the background. Like, that's a cool shot. I love the drop bit with a boy, reaching out. I love it a lot how the shots look. Yeah, I think the song is amazing. Like, every time I listen to this song, it's like, we're gonna get more Sengoku Yoku, hell yeah! This show hasn't been really good so far for the last 2 seasons because it's a great summer show. I'm surprised it hit as high as it did, but thinking about Katawara, it's like, no, I really like this song. I think really like this opening. I think it deserves its number 2 spot. And that's because I like the cast in it way more than I like the cast of season 1. Well, let's see what the show. We'll get to that later. Alright, Sengoku Yoku, Katawara Sendou Youko Foundation. Moving on. Before we get to number 1, let's talk about my honorable mentions. Because this was a really good year for anime music, which is why it was so hard to narrow it down to a top 10. First off, Dragon Ball Daima. I think Jaka-chan is a really good opening that has a lot of good Dragon Ball feel to it. I think it works. Sandland the series is a really fun song. And also a really fun opening. Also, I wanted to put although it's totally out my, I think it showed deserve it. The opening to Solo Leveling was this close to making on the list, but Winter had Mashle and Dungeon Meshi and Buccuagari and Danger in My Heart that one of them had to get cut, and I wanted to put those on the list, so Solo Leveling got cut. Freaking love the opening to Solo Leveling. Visuals aren't much, but the song slaps. The first opening, the Spice and Wolf remake. I didn't watch the original Spice and Wolf, but opening 1, the Spice and Wolf, Butcher Meets the Wild Wolf, I think it's on the remake, chilled? Holy shit, that song gives you chilled. It is so beautiful. And it sets the tone for what Spice and Wolf is about, and I actually really like that opening. It got cut just because. It got cut purely because It got cut just because I had to exclude something, but I love that opening. Opening 2 to the Apothecary Diaries, and also Freeland opening 2, which would have made the list, but because they probably would have made the list last year because of those 2023 shows, and this is a continuation, I didn't want to give them the pleasure of most likely having 2 kick-ass openings too close together, because Freeland opening in season 1 was actually really good. Same with Apothecary Diaries. I think the second opening for both shows are great, and they would have made the list. I just had to cut, but cut them just for time. The Elusive Samurai has an amazing opening. It got cut purely because I think the ending is better. Macadine Too Many Losing Hero Rings is a really fun opening that I just love the way that opening looks. Same thing goes for Sour Bowl Eccentrics, which I totally forgot about until I was, revisiting all these shows, and it's like, oh yeah, Salad Bowl. It got cut, but it's an amazing looking opening with a really catchy song. All Up on the Moon of the Earth. It's a really good opening. I excluded it just because, I don't. Just because that's still 2 reasons. I'm pretty sure we're getting more episodes of that. Shangri-La Frontier, particularly season 2, but I would put a little song on there with Nier, and as good as season 2's opening is, Shangri-La Frontier, I had to cut something. Although I probably would have included Danger Danger from the second opening, which is still really good, but I had to exclude it. Blue Lock's opening, which is Blue Lock season 2 has an amazing opening and it looks really good. Blue Box has an amazing opening. I had to exclude it for time. Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest opening 2 only got cut because I had to play with Oshi No Ko, but this would have been on the list if I didn't know that I had to put Oshi No Ko on this list, other than that. But the second opening to Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest is such a good Fairy Tail opening, and it feels so much like Fairy Tail. I love it. But that's all for honorable mentions. Let's move on to number 1. And probably surprising no one. Dun 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 dun. Otonoke from Creepy Nuts. If you thought Creepy Nuts couldn't hit it out of the park any more than Bling Bling Bong with Mashle, holy shit, Creepy Nuts delivered with Dun Dun's opening of Otonoke. Every time you hear that opening, it's like, this is perfection. Dun Dun is anime of the year. You can't say otherwise, and this song is amazing. Holy shit, this song is so good. Like, it gets you the opening leading gets you hyped. It just got this great vibe. The drop gets this, cool mystical vibe. It looks incredible. All the characters. Like, one, it opened up, you have Momo and Okaroon and everyone else, staring directly into the camera and giving, looks. You see the characters in cool poses. that bit of Momo, kind of, the one little kick to the camera, the guy that's dancing in the background, the stuff with the golden balls, the shots of Turbo Granny, the shots of the alien, I love the bit of this Okaroon, walking down the street and he looks up and then he cuts to Momo with the doing the thing with the hand and she's going in. I love that transition. That looks so cool. God, darn it on. Why are you so perfect? I don't want to agree with every anime critic on the internet when they talk about the perfection that is Dawn da Dan, but you all, it is impossible to say anything wrong about Dawn da Dan when everything about the show is perfect. The opening is perfect. The visuals are perfect. The show is perfect. The voice acting is top notch. The ending is amazing. The music, the animation. God! Dawn da Dan! Fucking who doesn't want to watch Dawn da Dan? It's amazing! Oh my god. I don't know what's happening in 2024. They gave us the world's best anime opening of all time with Dawn da Dan. Creepy Nuts hit it out of the park again. Two really good openings from Creepy Nuts on this song. And Otonoke is clearly the best song of the year. Dawn da Dan is the best opening of 2024. I know music is objective, don't at me, but everyone's gonna agree, so who cares? And with that, that is my top 10 anime openings of 2024. I keep hitting my desk, I'm sorry people. Yeah. Leave a comment about with your top 10 open of 2024, because I know I left a ton off, and you look at my honorable mentions, and a ton of songs probably could have made this list. But I have to go with the songs that were the most iconic and, left, will probably leave the most impact on the community. So, tell me what you think of your the top 10 anime opening of the year. And while you're there, also remember to like, follow, and subscribe to this podcast. I know that a lot of you who are listening to this podcast probably aren't following or subscribed, so if you're not, check if you are and hit that follow button. Check my socials, they're in the description down below. In the description is where you'll also find the comment section, so if you want to leave a comment, please check that out. Talking about socials. Remember, no gatekeeping. We don't gatekeep in this community. If you like something, you're a fan of it, don't let other people tell you otherwise. And with that said, I've been That Canadian Fangirl. When people ask, what fangirl do you listen to? It is That Canadian Fangirl. With Canadian Fangirl? That Canadian Fangirl. Alright. Later, people. Don da don, 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 don da don.